Welcome back, everyone. So today we're going to talk about how to simplify some trig identities. So in this problem, we're asked to simplify secant squared theta minus tan squared theta. Here are our choices. So A is cotangent theta, B is 1, C is tangent theta, and D is secant squared theta. So whenever you see some trig identities, it is always good to have one trig identity memorized because everything kind of stems from that. So let's just kind of write on the side the most basic trig identity. So we have our sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals to 1. Okay. From here, we can actually talk about all the other ones. Okay. So if we were to use this one, and we can divide it by a common denominator, we can say, okay, let's divide everything by cosine squared theta, and then everywhere cosine squared theta. Now, if we recognize that this is sine squared theta over cosine squared theta, which equals to tangent squared theta. And since we have cosine squared over cosine squared theta, this just becomes a 1. Okay, so this becomes cosine or tangent squared theta plus 1 equals to 1 over cosine squared equals to secant squared theta. Okay, now we can use this identity, this trig identity here, to help us simplify our original problem. So if we see that this is secant squared theta is actually equal to tangent squared theta plus 1. So we can substitute. So we can have tangent squared theta plus 1 minus our tangent squared theta. And now when this gets replaced and substituted, tangent squared and tangent squared cancels out, and all you're left with is just our 1. Okay, and so therefore secant squared theta minus tangent squared theta equals to 1. Okay, and that is one of our choices, which is B. Okay, all right, hope that helped. And if there's any other topics you would like to know, feel free to send me a message, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. See you next time.